again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another budgeting check-in. Soon you may see some changes. Me and my husband sat down today as we are, 2 full months in, and I've done so well at getting my debt paid off that we have decided to incorporate some other things into the debt payoff, and he will be contributing from his paycheck a week too, but that might not start until April, so things will be changing. So actually my debt is going to go up because I'm going to incorporate some other things in to get paid off. But we're almost, which I'm super excited, which I guess I should just show you guys, right? So, because it was the end of February last week, so this will be the final. So this was everything. I spent a total of $210.62 on food. Now that is not groceries, that is our eating out for the month, which was actually less than January. Gas was $107.32, which was substantially more and will continue to get more because I am back to work full time. Therefore, I will have to put gas in my car once or twice a week. Miscellaneous was $97.18, again more than $66.71, but I did really good on my fun money. I only spent $75.89, which was way less than the $156.17 last month in January. However, I kind of do miscellaneous and fun as one, so look at it how you want. February being a shorter month, then I did incur additional things that happened in February that required the extra income. So, in January I got almost $3,000 worth of my debt paid off. In February I only got $1,600. Still very impressive. $250 went into the sinking funds. My bills, again, or a little more because I did have an extra bill, so the bills were $1377, and I was able to put $140 from what you guys see into the savings. So it's kind of cool to look at this, just like get like a feel. This is like stuck. All right, what else do we have? So I did do this tracker as well, so you can see my debt has substantially went down. And we are actually, for March already, we are sitting right about here. So we've went down even more. I would like to pop under 14 before I skyrocket up because it's actually, I don't even know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to have to kind of rejig these because it's going to go up to $25,000. Yes it is. So this is going to get rejigged and I'm going to have to redo that. Thank God for erasable pins, right? But the savings is going to stay the same, and as you can say, it was really weird because I ended up with $710 in that I put away into my savings because I started with zero. I just went down and started with zero. So we now have $710 that I have put in my savings, which is an additional on top of my other savings. I don't have my entire financial outlook on here. Even when I do this 25, it's still not going to be that. And I have $710 in the cash stuffing envelope, with is not even in there. I only have a few $100s in there that I shuffle around with fake money, and it's all in the bank for the most part. So total, again, February was not as big. I only added $390 total to what I'm tracking for my savings. So we now have $1,420, but the debt went. It started at $17,870.16. January ended with $16,814, and February ended with $15,957.57, which not that big, but still yet a big enough jump to where we went 17, 16, 15, and like I said, I'd like to see March go 14 before April is 25. And those are just, all that fun stuff. So, rounding out, this is everything that I spent last month, so we'll just close this out, right? Total income for the week was $1,363.60, and like I said, in April, that's going to jump up. Because my husband is, it's not just going to be this amount, it's going to be more because my husband is going to start bumping in from his paycheck, like I bump in from mine. I never expected him to, but he was like, "You're doing so good. I think you can actually make us debt-free by the end of the year." He's like, "And with the, with the way you're going, but if we add this and I add that, it will end up being zero at the end of the year. So if we add $11,000 onto it, right, then he's going to make essentially the payment that I tell him to make, and it won't be any more for me. The only thing that, because what I did, what we were in the process of doing is I went to a bank and I got a personal loan for $25,000 to pay all the unsecured debt off, because it's a very nice interest rate, and the monthly payment is actually less than we were paying for everything, especially with the way that I was trying to like really hump and put big amounts each week onto cards. So it made more sense to do it that way. And so the only thing that I didn't pay off, and I'll tell you that when I get to the end, that I'm not going to pay off, is my Home Depot. Because my Home Depot is 0% until November of 2023, and I've said that 1,000 times. I have over a year and a half to pay that down. Excuse me. So I'm not getting charged interest. So it would be silly to throw that in with the loan that I got to pay interest on it when I don't have to pay interest. So that wasn't calculated. And I didn't throw in my trailer because that is also paid with the mortgage, or the rental property that I own is paid with the rent that I get. So, and it's only, it's under $1,500 that I owe. So not even that big of a deal. Again, I already have a very super low interest rate on that loan. Didn't need to pay a little bit of a higher interest rate, because personal loans, apparently the way it's explained to me, is you get, there's an unsecured loan, basically. It's a secured loan, but there's nothing that if I don't pay it, they can't come take it. Like your house loan, your car loan, if you don't pay that loan, they can come take that property and get their money back. Credit cards, they can't come take anything from you. So this loan is a personal loan, so they can't come take anything. There is no collateral against it. So, but it was still a lot better than some of the interest rates. Definitely better than that 18.5% that I was paying for this one right here. That was going down $56 a month. Anyway, so my bills, I paid Sprint, my SUV, my 2 subscriptions for my Scrappy Betty Sarah Scraps, and my planner Coco Daisy. Then I have my standard weekly payments to Home Depot and Discover, which the Home Depot will continue and actually end up probably being a little more. Discover will go away. And we will not be using the credit cards unless, something blows up. So for food, I have 0. Did I not buy any? No. We didn't eat out at all like we did, but my husband paid for it. So there was no food that came out. There was no gas that came out. And miscellaneous and fun was, miscellaneous was $24.21, so underneath, but fun was $44.79, so over. But I spent a total of $69 from the $212.25 that I budget a week. So that was kind of awesome. You do remember that I had only budgeted in putting $5 into Christmas vacation savings and emergency. I was able to put $5 into everything, which I did. I thought I was only going to be able to pay $25 to Discover. I ended up paying $200, which that's going to go away too. So there's going to be a lot of extra cash flowing around, which I'm pretty excited. So a lot of these are going to start bumping up, and I might add more. Amazon, I did make a purchase on Amazon. I bought some things. So the Amazon credit card essentially will never go away. I will probably always have a payment once or twice a month because I order on Amazon a lot for things that we need. But I pay it off. This was the bill was $54.69. It went to my credit card and I paid it off. I don't want to have the revolving debt. I don't want to carry the debt over. So I pay it off. So I paid a total of $254.69 to extra debt. $35 went into the savings, and I was able to roll over $47.40. Now that may not seem like a lot to you, but the goal is actually to have this be 0 and the rollover be 0. That's how I've set mine up. All right. So to finalize the month of February, I paid off 4% in the month. I am 10% paid off of my debt. Obviously, that's going to change, and it's going to be all weird. And I will, April, my total debt I started with will be the 25. It's no longer, this is going to go away because it's all changing. But they'll all be paid off except for the Home Depot, and which is the Home Depot, which right now this is what I owe because I've made big payments. So even in a week, Discover was $59.02.41. It is now $53.63.55. I made huge payments. FCB, which is the trailer rental property, was $1,306.25. I figured it up the way that they do it. It's every time I make a payment, $200 comes off. So this is before I make my payments. So this will be after I make my payment this week. So I'll have $1,106.25. So really, I only have a few payments left on this anyway. Amazon is $0. Home Depot is now $26.50. Credit One is $0. My Prosper, it actually went up because of interest, which is going to be so happy that's gone. And then my Credit One is down as well to $4.28. So we have a total of $15,172.85. So I only have to pay off $173, and we're in the 14 range, which I'm super excited about that. I did just make myself a little plan here before I made the decision to do all this other stuff. Before me and my husband talked, that I was going to have to make at least $120 monthly payment, and weekly on top of the monthly. Every week I had to make a $250 payment in March to be able to have this Discover card paid off. Now that adds up, you guys. Like, that's insane. And it might be hard to hit the $215 every month or every week without, like, financially strapping myself. So we are here for this paycheck. So like I said, I rolled over $47.40, and I have done all this because it's Saturday now, and I usually do this on Thursday, and I went back to work, so things are a little different, but it's fine. My paycheck was able to do $562.84. Family, I got $101, totally fine. They still owe $845, not even a big deal. I did get a bonus of $600. Well, I had calculated $600 as my bonus, but my bonus income was $1,302.02 this month, so that's pretty exciting. So my total income so far, and this could still change, this 101, my husband could still, throw some money in there. There's a lot. So far, my total income for the week is $2,013.26. I paid Patreon, which is Janet on RTS. I always watch hers, so I'm a member of her Patreon. It's $1 a month. I did play Disney Plus. We've been on a Star Wars kick, $7.99. And my son likes to watch all the Avenger movies and stuff like that. I did mail a check to the dentist for $25. My Echo Park actually came out. It was $15. I take $15 every month, and every other month it's $29.99. I just do it $15 a month, and it's easy. State Farm was actually more, $161.36. I paid a normal weekly, well, this was my monthly payment. This was the normal monthly payment was $120. Usually I pay $75 a week, and once a month I just pay $120 because that's when it's monthly due. Instant Ink was $5.30. I sent $25 to Home Depot. The mortgage loan is $280, and that will come out, and then I sent $25 to the doctor. So this week I paid a total of $665.65 to the bills, leaving me with $1,347.61 for the rest of the week. I always calculate to $12.25 for food, gas, miscellaneous, and fun. So $108.25 for our eating out for each week, which we've already done $54.69. Wednesday night we had, Thursday night. Yes, Thursday night, because this is Thursday. So on the 3rd, we had pizza. And then last night, the 4th, we went to the fish fry. So $54.16. I have spent no money in gas yet. My husband is putting gas in today, but I don't know if it'll come out of my account or his account. Well, they're both our accounts, but whatever. Miscellaneous, I do have a $3 charge because my Cocoa Daisy from last week, instead of it actually being $34.24, it's $37.24. I made a change to it. So I don't know if each month it'll be $37, but it's $3. So I took that out of the miscellaneous, and then I spent $11.52 of fun money so far. I did make a big, huge contribution. I did $100. I usually do $50. So that's huge to me. So I did $100. So I added $20 to Christmas, $20, well, we'll go over that in a little bit. For the extra payments, for savings and the extra savings, I did deposit $35 from all of this into my savings on top of other things. I did have another Amazon purchase. I know, I'm bad. So it was $54. I thought it was going to be $54, but it was $55.19. But like I told you when I explained last week's, which was my mom's purchase, so it doesn't really matter, but I will pay that off. I make purchases, my mom buys stuff, like we buy stuff on Amazon, and then I just pay it off the next week. It's just how it's going to be. I did make another additional payment to the credit one, $35, and I was trying to get $300 to the Discover, and I was able to put $500. So this week alone, I put $120 towards the Discover. Going forward, that's just going to be like going into the savings to help pay off that loan. Like as soon as we get like a couple $1,000s saved up of my extra money that we save, we're going to put it on the loan that we're getting. So that all being said, and maybe, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things that can happen. So we went over all that. I went over that. So the sinking funds are my cash stuffing envelopes, whatever you want to call it. I have already done all that because, so Christmas, we now have $155 in because I made a $20 contribution. So it still has the fake $100 and then $55 in cash. Vacation is the same. Vacation and Christmas are pretty much staying the same. So I have $155 in cash in the vacation fund. And we are going on vacation this year in 3 months. So that is just basically going to be our gas money or our eating out money. And it's just me and my husband going. I mean, his daughter will be there, but she's going with his parents. So I don't know who's paying for her. But as far as like eating and stuff. But anyway, savings. I was able to put $15 into the savings this week, which we now have $105 into my cash savings, and I took $100 out, and I put it in the bank because I don't want to have that much cash on hand, just because people rob people. So I printed out another $100 fake bill, and we only have $5 in cash in there. So just in case you're watching and thinking about robbing me, just saying, you're not going to get a lot. There's whatever this totals, it's like $300 physically in cash because there's $400 that are fake. Fake money, the rest of it in the bank. The emergency is the same. I put $15 into it. We now have $105 with a fake $100 in there, so only $5. For the glasses, I added $5. We now have $50 saved up towards the glasses. And then each of these four, I want to have $1,000. Like the goal is to have $1,000. And, so for Christmas time, I'll have $1,000 already saved up. Anything extra is like, well, it happened, but that's $1,000 that I won't have to incur on a credit card or out of my paycheck. Vacation, anything we have by the time we take vacation will help pay for things that we do on vacation. It's not to pay for my vacation by any means whatsoever. I would have budgeted that a different way and paid for that somewhere else. This is the extra fun stuff. Extra money while you're on vacation. Savings, again, just extra money to have saved up because for some reason I don't touch cash. And when I know it's in there and you guys see it, I don't touch it. So an emergency is just what it says if an emergency comes up. If I didn't have enough money in emergency and I had to pull from savings, obviously we would do that. Glass, so those are each going to, I want them to each always have $1,000 plus. Glasses. I need a new pair of glasses. It's not dire. I don't wear them enough, but I would like to have a new pair because mine are like, 20 years old? Something to that effect. Well, probably 17 to 18 years old. My vision hasn't changed. I just want new glasses. So instead of going and paying $400 for a new pair of frames, because that's what it would cost me after insurance, I'm going to save up for it. So, I have $50 saved up. I need another $350. Sam's mattress, he is going to need a new mattress this year. I have $50 saved up. When the mattress sales start, and if he decides he would rather, because he's going to split the cost with me, I'm going to pay half and he's going to pay half. We'll just take whatever is saved up in here off the top and then we'll split it. I need a new office chair here, and I'm sitting on couch cushions on my chair because the little lever, the lifting and mechanism is broken. It just sinks right down. I found one that I want. It's approximately $250. I'm saving up for it, and I have 45 of it. Obviously, I've sat with this chair like this for over a year now. Actually, since it broke pretty spot on into the pandemic at the beginning of 2020. It broke at some point during that, so I've dealt with it for 2 years, going on 3 years now. It's not that dire, so I'm not going to buy one. I'm going to save up, and when I get $250, I'm going to buy a mature. Gemini Junior, another one of those things where I'd love to have it. I want a new die cutting machine for my craft room, but my Big Shot still works. It is like, I do have to do several passes. So instead of just buying it, I am saving up. This will cost $180 and I have $45 saved up. So hopefully by the end of the year I'll have this. Will be a nice little Christmas present. These scanning cuts, fussy cutting does not bother me, but I do have design teams where they send me sheets of cut-aparts, and I have to fussy cut every night for a few hours while we're watching TV or eating dinner or such. It would just be easier to have a scanning cut because it just takes a piece of paper, scans it, and cuts it. Again, that would be about $400, and I'm saving up for it. I have $50. The couch, I have 2 big couches in my living room. I would like one big pit. They are both, the newest one is 2 years old and the other one is 3 years old, so they are not that old. It is not dire that we have to go out and buy a couch right now. But the one that I want is about $2,000, so I'm saving up for it. Now, if something would happen and one of these couches would blow up and all of a sudden ignite into flames, well, we have different problems. But obviously, I would just, at that point, we make different adjustments. But I have $50 saved up for that as well. So that is the sinking funds. That is the check-in. Thank you guys for taking this budgeting journey with me and keeping me held accountable for my actions. It really does help. Also, like I said, April may bring changes. It may not. I'm thinking it will, but, we haven't actually signed any documents yet, but we're going through the motion, and it just seems like it would be a better option at this time for us to be able to, in the next 4 years, build the house that we want and, have everything else paid off. Who doesn't want to live that dream, right? So thank you guys, and let me know if you guys are doing any budgeting or envelope stuffing, or if you have tips and tricks to help me. That would be exciting, and I would welcome them. Well, I will see you guys next week with another weekly check-in. Bye.